tonight, Mizzurna Falls, Part 8. 26 hours, 53 minutes. This time should be accurate. 22 deaths, 40 saves. We are on the good ending playthrough. This is part 5 of the good... Is it part... It's either part 4 or part 5. I can't remember. We're many parts into the good ending playthrough now. We are at the start of day 6, which is December 30th, 1998. I'm not sure if the story gets resolved on day 6 or day 7. The end of day 7 is when the bad ending is. So, I don't know. Maybe there's stuff to do all the way up until like the last second that you can only do in the good ending. I don't know. We will find out. So, let's jump into it here and find out. So I am going to be following along with a walkthrough as I do this. But I have not... Full loads, what I do. I have not read ahead in the walkthrough, so this is still a blind playthrough to me. I don't know what happens. And I am only scrolling the walkthrough as much as I need to in order to not miss any of the the important things, because that's just how this game is. It's there are some unnecessarily tight timings in this one. Okay. Okay, hold on. We gotta let this play here for a little bit. I need to look up in my VOD where I saved to. I think I saved in slot A last time.
6:13 a.m. in a forest just outside Mizzurna Falls, a small town at the base of the...
Where did I save?
A teenage girl was found unconscious and soaked in blood.
Save data, yes.
The girl, Kathy Flannery, 16,
A. You saved to slot A.
all over her
Okay.
body that appeared to have been inflicted by animal claws. Police believe she was attacked by a bear.
Attacked by a bear. Maybe we'll find out tonight if that is actually what happens. Impressive they redubbed it. Well, I do have one complaint about it. Why did they get a guy with a that's either English or Australian accent to read off the intro? Like, if he's reading off a American newspaper, and as far as I'm aware, there's no Aussies in Mizzurna Falls. It's just a little weird. Yeah, it must have been a friend of the translators. It's just a little weird that they chose to do that. But hey, besides that, flawless so far. And I hardly call that a flaw either. It's just weird. Okay. So 8 a.m. Barrows Forest is where the next thing is, which means I can't do a 5 thing. Laura Bow explained why the narrator had to push it. Did Laura Bow have a narrator? Huh? I'm trying to... I just played that like a week and a half ago, and I don't remember a narrator at all in Laura Bow 2. Have I just already blanked that game from my memory? I could have sworn it was Laura Bow doing the narrating when there was one. Like, she picked it up and put it in her purse. Like that. And that's supposed to be like the Southern Belle examining stuff. Really? Was a good boy. Huh. Yeah, I honestly don't remember that at all. I probably blanked that entire game out of my memory after I got that ending that I got. Can you blame me? Can you really blame me? All right, so NAM, Barrows Forest. I could probably just go there now. Let's see, this way. Okay. Exactly. Well, apparently if I wanted to actually get the good ending for that, all I need to do is load my save and then do that like last 2 minutes of puzzles again. And then just make the actual right choices in the last part. I don't think it actually matters if you saw the events that the coroner was talking about. As long as you made the right calls, then you probably still get the best ending. Hey Trenchy, how was class? Yeah, so class is supposed to start at 8 a.m. The first one's from 8 a.m. until just before 11. Class started today at like 8:20, and we ended class at like 9:50. So I'd much rather this class like started an hour and a half late so I could sleep in an extra hour and a half and end on time rather than fucking start late and then end super early, and then I have like another hour until my next class. Like, God. I guess the good news out of that class today. Okay, this should be new. Forest is off limits now. Sheriff just told me to close it off. Okay, so this is new. We're gonna set that. Why close it again? Another bear is prowling around. Curious. So the other nice thing is I likely will not have to drop a lot of money on a cinema camera. So I don't think I will if I don't have to. I can actually use the camera that I've currently got. So it looks like I just need to wait until Morgan shows up. The sheriff shows up. So he should roll in here with his car at some point, and then I need to follow him into the forest. Let's see. So a summary of what the hell happened last time in this game. Might no more projects? No, that money is going to paying bills. Long overdue bills. Is where that's going. That's the hospital. Okay. I think we're just waiting here for waiting for the sheriff. So last time a bunch of people died. People got shot. Yeah, pretty much everybody died. Let's see. We found out that the priest is the one who tried to kill Kathy. He's the one who gave her the choke marks because he discovered her using like drugs or something in the bar, maybe? It was either over her being in the bar or her using drugs. Or both, I don't know. So he tried to choke her to death. And then that's what made her like really, really depressed. And then led to her doing the whole forest thing, where she was apparently attacked by a bear along with Emma in the forest. And then that's why she died of shock at the beginning of the game, because the guy who nearly choked her to death walked into the room while she was on the verge of death in the hospital. And then, let's see. Mel's father, Dennis, apparently killed himself. I think in his home, because it was discovered that he was kind of the mastermind behind the drug smuggling supply operation. because he was supplying it to Bonehead, who was hiding it in the junkyard in an old bus. And then Bonehead supplied it to Isabella, the lounge singer, who then supplied it to Emma and Kathy and Mel, and was involved in all sorts of bad business. Isabella was captured. Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna get to Barton in a second here, but yes, Barton captures Matthew because Matthew is snooping around the church. Barton confesses everything that he did, and then he just straight up caps himself in the basement of the church, which is quite the scene. Okay, so let's talk to Morgan. Actively sought out this Epic. So Epic is the hallucinogenic drug. That's kind of the basis of all the bad business in town. I don't think he knew who Father Barton really was. And it also turns out that Mel is largely innocent in all of this. Is another side effect of all this going on. Cohen insisted we seal it off. Interesting. Climbing the big tree on the crime scene structurally related to Emma. Okay. So Emma's apparently still alive, and she's being held hostage by the drug biker gang. Last we heard. Is he giving me dialogue from like day 2 still? Wait, what? So this is dialogue from like day 2 after the bear hunt. Great. Something odd about the forest. All right, sure. Okay. So the game also bugged out a little bit last time. In the junkyard sequence, I was supposed to have a little sequence where I'm running away from a guard dog that if it bites you enough times, it murders you. But somehow I completely bypassed that and skipped it, which according to the walkthrough was the hardest thing in the whole game. And I didn't even get to experience it. It just skipped right to the next part, which is kind of a bummer. I wanted to see what happens when he got mauled by the dog, but oh well. All right, next up, hospital. Yep, yeah, the game took pity on me for having to deal with all those other glitches. Okay. So Isabella is in the hospital currently. That's also another important point here. She's not dead. She is in the hospital. In one of the rooms upstairs. The same room that Kathy died in, actually. So we are on the lookout for Dr. Samuel. The creepy doctor guy who is trying to pick up underage women in the bar. Let's see. His office is here on the left. Okay. Dennis's body. In the morgue. Huh. Okay. Still unconscious. How did Dennis get the epic? Fairly simple to make, sure. Says the guy who could probably make it. Oh? Well, there are 2 doctors in this town. You know. Okay, doctor. Don't you have patience to look after, doctor? Good lord. Interesting. You can see somebody through in that room there, so I can probably go into that room at some point. Okay. Oh, that's Cohen, apparently. No, there's Cohen. There's also Cohen. Of course. Him and Kathy met on the force on the 24th, but not why they were there. No doubt. Why would they conduct the ritual, though? There's also the matter of that emoji necklace that we found in the bear paw. So the case 40 years ago was a similar murder and ritual in the forest. Anything new? No. Okay. This should be Cohen's room. Oh man, he's got a new portrait and everything. Okay. Well, I bet the battery in a late 90s cell phone probably doesn't last that long. Because it's clearly not one of those Nokias that can survive a nuclear explosion. So that's probably why. He's got an old model from the 80s. Same spooky feeling as the night of the 24th, huh? Envelope on his desk. Okay. Very important. And then will tell us about the forest. Great. Another fetch quest. Let's go. Okay. Oh man, he's got a boombox in his room. So his place was this way and then directly west. Okay. All right, so we got the key to his place. I don't think we have to knock. Shouldn't be anybody here. All right, so on his okay. Leaving the fire going in a place where nobody lives seems like a great idea. And I think it's the right room here. Wow, it's really gonna make me go all the way around. Great. Cool. Okay, so it's still in the same state it was before. Okay. That's a weird way for those doors to swing. This is the envelope Cohen was talking about. Department of Defense, Project Mizzurna. Interesting. Project Mizzurna, huh? No, I think we're actually becoming Deadly Premonition. if you remember the end of that game, and the reason why everything was going sideways in that town. Deadly Premonition's a remaster of this, apparently. Okay. Well, even if it is a direct inspiration, like, it's still different enough that it's not like it would be an issue. Yeah. All right, so here's where we get our answers, apparently. What inspired Twin Peaks? Drugs. Lots of them. Lots and lots and lots of them. All right. Hold on to your butts for this. Mizzurna's got something to do with this town. It was a long time ago. Well, it's probably been kept secret for a good reason. Uh-huh. Los Alamos. Okay, that's where the nuclear testing and all that was. Case that happened 40 years ago. Okay. So that would still would have been the late 50s though. Yeah. Military did most the person, the spooky ghost in the middle is actually in the hallway outside of the room. He's guarding Isabella's room, which is next door. Military investigating the ritual itself, huh? Okay. Uh-huh. What about the necklace? Yeah, that's right. Necklace that was in the bear claw. We gave all this stuff to Morgan. Is Morgan covering up things here or something? He said he's going to show it to Cohen too, I think. Oh man. Supplicant, the one who's killed. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. They performed the ritual, but they were attacked by a bear in the middle of it. This all still seems... Sure. Morgan might be involved in this. Morgan is out in the forest in his bear suit. Undergoes mortal journey, shall meet with the Mizzurna. Okay. Great one, the truth. Huh. Oh, we just happen to have a tape for you, buddy. All right. Eternal. How about some English singing for you? Yeah, the good kind.
Lights fall from the sky like a stream inside my life. Red lights surrounding me, and me with a red lights, infinity, sacred symbols, I've seen them somewhere. Moments, stars
Oh.
and sun, sunbathed into the hair.
Hmm. Huh. Huh? What? 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 I don't know. This sounds like hell to me if you got to listen to that song over and over again. They must be the quantum ghosts. Well, they all died, technically. Okay. Happen to have any tapes, son? After that conversation? All right, no more tapes for you, old man. Okay. So, assuming he was telling the truth about all that, that explains a lot. Explains a lot about the goings on in town. All right, off to the sheriff's department. I really hope Morgan is actually there, because sometimes he's just not there at 9:30. He's probably going to go over to Mel's house and stare at the wall. Well, there is a clinical definition of brain death and clinical death. Morgan better be here. Is this car here? I don't see a car. Fucking hell, dude. Sheriff went to the forest to examine the big He's still at the forest? Great. He better still be there by the time I go over there. The walkthrough says to go to the sheriff's department. So I don't know if I was too slow or too fast. That might be him. Wait, this is a squad car, so probably not. He's in the SUV. I need to gas up the car at some point here, I think. Whenever I go to some part of the map that isn't over here. Alright, this car better be over here. Fuck, dude. Are you serious? Alright, after him. Alright, he better be heading back to the station. Yeah, he's just taking the long way. Where's it going? So you better make a left here. Okay, and then make a right. If he makes a left, then I don't know where he's going. Okay, good. And then make another left. Yeah, just cut off this guy. Okay, good. Good. Can I talk to him out here? The Mortal Journey. Bro. Kathy and Emma perform the ritual. Sure. Uh-huh. Well, shit. No, don't get back in your car. Nope. No. Examine the necklace before jumping to conclusions. Lent it to James? Okay, that explains why he never made it to Cohen. Okay. Is that it for dialogue? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Are there noses really attuned to something like that? Or is that just sharks? Like a shark can sense blood from a long ways away, right? In the water. They must have been like really nearby. Alright, so we're supposed to head to the hospital here, but I don't know how much time I'll have to to fuel up again, so I'll just do it now. Yep, and the bear was framed the whole time. $2,000 times. That's a lot of times. Okay. Oh man, there is something in red text in the walkthrough coming up, which means it is absolutely essential that we do it properly. And it's after this next part. Yeah, there's a bunch of red text and some of it is in all caps, so it's got to be important. Still have yet to flip over the car in this playthrough. Translator notes said that you could do it. I'm not sure how. I've tried my best to crash this car in every possible way. Why is Cohen's Jeep here? How did... Huh. Sure. Ooh, hopefully James is here. Because sometimes he's at the school at this time of day. He better be right here, okay. Okay. 11:30 p.m. Come to his house. Wow. Is he gonna just try and murder us tonight at his house? Uh-huh. So he borrowed the necklace to study it, and now he's just wearing it all the time rather than return it. Bro. Shaving cut himself badly. He cut the back of his neck while shaving? Huh. Who's the therapist talk to? Other therapists. That's the answer, Matthew. It's bro. Why are we... Huh. Probably Winona. She can handle it. Okay. Okay. All right. Time for the serious business, apparently. Hey, Alyssa. All right. I'm going to have to read up this wall of red text before I get there. Okay. Yeah, that's what all the beer cans outside of Matthew's shack are for. Or you just go to the diner and you just talk at the waitress. That's also practically therapy, right? To the church. So according to this, what I'm about to do is one of two essential scenes for unlocking the good ending. If you want to get bad ending 2, which is the middle of the three endings, you need to skip one of the two essential scenes. It would probably take too long to like make a separate save and skip one of them and then play through the probably end game sequence again. So, I think I'll just go for the best ending and call her done. Is this door open? No. James. So we just talked to him at the hospital and he already made it here before us. He must have a faster car or a car that can go over first gear. So this must be the Satan mural. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you'd know to come here. This is one of those things, and this is absolutely essential for getting the good ending. Ritual requires a full moon. And the next one's on the 31st. Okay. Apparently the... Oh, God. About the Barton burning, yeah, he told us that too. He could have just painted over it. Okay. Sure. All right, so apparently the next thing is the meeting at James's house at 11:30. And this is the other required thing that we have to do. So let's see. I think this goes outside. So not a whole lot to do in the 30th, it seems. And actually, if this is how this shakes out, I think I'll save in slot C before I go to James's house. And then I think I might actually get that alternate ending then. Or try to. Because I didn't realize it would be this close to the final day. So, sure, I guess we can try and get that middle of the road ending. Because we've seen the bad ending already twice, and probably gonna get the good ending on this. And I'm probably never gonna play this game again, so I might as well get that third ending. To do 2 5-hour sleeps, and then one hour. Okay. Hopefully the game didn't just crash. Okay, good. Who's that good boy? All right, Uncle Nas out here staring at the beer cans. What's up, Uncle Nas? Sure. Alright, we're gonna go to bed for 12 hours. While Uncle Nas creeps on us outside. Okay, don't save there. So this should be 450. Okay. Then 950. And I will save here. We'll save to slot C. This will be my... C. My save that I will load after I get the good ending. And then 1 more hour here. Okay. So then we're meeting James at 11:30, and this is as close as I can cut it. Was a good boy. Okay. In James's house, it's on the lakefront. Okay. Yep. I think it's this house. No, not this one. This one. This is James's house. Okay, so it's not 11:30 yet. I'm not sure if that matters, though. Okay. No. Books. Okay. Supplicant consume a special poison. Okay. The Mizzurna descending into their soul. Huh. Okay. Really? Not the literal waterfall? Sure. You know, with the big sign in front of it that says Mizzurna Falls? Sure. Plus, I don't think the ancient Amohi spoke English. So it makes even less sense for it to be called that. Uh-oh. Yeah. Wait, you chicken? I like that there's actual cinematography to this scene. Okay. It's like the later into the game they got, the more clever they got with cutscene angles and all that. Okay. And then that's it for December 30th. That was a quite short day, comparatively. Okay. Let's go gas up before. Okay. Yeah. Like I'm not sure if this predates Metal Gear Solid, or if it was like really far in development when Metal Gear Solid came out, because I have a feeling that really set the bar for what you could achieve with 3D engines back then. Because I think that was what, 97 in Japan is when Metal Gear Solid 1 came out. I was gonna go fuel up the car around the same time. Yeah. Man, there's so many cool PS1 games. Oh wow, there's like almost nothing to do in the next day too. The last 2 days is like 2 events of any importance. Huh. Okay, well, gonna be action-packed 2 events though. Open world in 3D. There was probably some like random PC game. I think Elder Scrolls Redguard was maybe a contemporary. It might have come out just slightly before it. I think that was 97 for that one. Okay, so 7:30. Sure. We'll save here at slot A. Okay. C equals bad end. A equals latest. October 98, yeah. So around the same time. So that's kind of when a bunch of really ambitious 3D adventures started coming out. An exciting time for video games. And let's see, other open worldish 3D games. I guess it really depends on what your definition of open world would be. Because something like Daggerfall, but that wasn't really like, ooh, okay, this. We should get a phone call 1 minute after waking up here. Perfect. Look at that. Okay. James the Doctor. Okay. So this is optional, according to the walkthrough. Okay. Because there's also like Twin Sins Odyssey might also count. That one was kind of open world. Yeah. Well, when you're driving around in first gear, the town is much larger than it seems. Uh, Ancient Aliens. Dr. James is getting more and more suspicious. Yeah, the first one I don't think was super open world, but the second one definitely is. I've only played the demo of the second one. Only seen Matthew's cabin besides the opening to the game. Like we talked to Winona on the phone, but yeah, I don't think anybody else has actually been inside his room. Hmm. What if it's a deputy who's the real murderer? Okay. All right. So according to the walkthrough, there is nothing to do until 5 p.m. So we just slept for like 12 hours and we're going to sleep for like 12 hours more. Let's go. So this will bring us to 12:30. And then it's 5 p.m. is the next thing. And we can't do the 5-hour sleep. We have to do four naps. Okay. All right, and this one will save. And save this one at slot A. Okay. I know after those rough couple days to start the game. Okay. This is Winona's house. Okay. All right. So she's at the hospital visiting Isabella. And we need to go visit her. Who's a good boy? Okay. So it didn't need to be done at 5. Just any time past a certain point, I guess. Oh, apparently this is also the point of no return. Or at least right after this it is. So here we go. So let's see. With my bad ending 2 save that I made, I saw the painting in the basement, but I'm going to skip talking to James at his house. And then I guess I'll figure out later what I'd have to do to get the bad ending. If I can just sleep until midnight on the 31st, or if I still have to do all this. It'd be an adventure, I guess. Okay. Oh, what's Liz doing here? What? Okay. That must be the birthday party dialogue, I guess. Sure. Either that or she's embarrassed about Old Man Fight Club. She learned about old lady open up a can of whoop ass on Winona. Dang. The one weird stalker guy. Oh no. All right, good talk, Wolf. Wait, Winona went to the bar too? What? Okay. Sure. That guy saved her. Huh. Okay. Good talk, Winona. Okay. Okay. We already know why you're here, Winona. Yeah, that was Wolf because we saw him too. Okay. Not even honorary Sheriff Matthew. Okay. I'm gonna wait around till 5. Because apparently there should have been another scene here. Let anyone in. Interesting. Samuel's supposed to come out and talk to us. Let me try going to his office. Not here. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get the scene outside then. So there should be a scene here. Wolf? Bonehead. With his poo jacket. Uh oh. Yep, it's poo exclamation point. Or poots? Sure, we'll crossed out skull. Okay. All right, according to the walkthrough, this is the last opportunity to save. And the next thing is at 8 p.m. at Bar Wolves. And it says to not save for, not to sleep for more than an hour. But the bar doesn't open until 8. So... I guess I'll follow it to the letter and see what happens, but I'm pretty sure... Huh. I'll save to slot B just in case. Who's a good boy? Okay, slot B. Okay. All right, Bar Wolves. Interesting. Morgan's here. Wonder if I can go in. Of course not. So there's the car that Wolf and Bonehead took. Oh, here's Morgan. So he's just hanging out back here, huh? Well, the bar definitely doesn't open until 8. But I think it'll work out fine if I just go sleep for one more hour. And the timing must be just a little bit different for the person who wrote the walkthrough. No save here. All right, and then back to the bar. No time to pet the dog. That dog is also not moved at all in 7 days. His Uncle Nas keeping the dog just chained up in the backyard on a very short post. Okay, Mel's here. And of course, everybody in town can get in except me until 8. It's actually an Ibo. Bubbles. All right. That was a cool 2 seconds of music. Bonehead. Isabel's awake. Ah! Okay. Yeah, you gotta swing by the station first. Then find police work. Okay. All right, Detective Winona is on the case. We've assembled our Scooby-Doo crew. And Matthew is Scooby-Doo in this situation. Okay. did I go this way? Shit. Alright, well. We're taking the scenic route. Hopefully this doesn't matter. I don't think this is time sensitive. Just in case. Out of the way, Winona. Police business. Uh-oh. Another murder. Yeah, let's just stand over this dead body and... All right, Winona, drive in first gear down to the sheriff's station. Oh, he'll be fine. Oh man, what if it was Barbara this whole time? Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay. The plot thickens. Yeah, that's the first like non scream.wave that we've heard. Okay, so finally an actual reason to go downstairs in the hospital. Okay. I don't know which of these doors has a load zone. Walkthrough says enter the only open door here. They're all closed. Just teleport on the other side of that, huh? No, bonehead. Oh man, we survived a sucker punch this time. Of course it was Bonehead. Oh shit. Yo. Dr. James. Okay. Thought the game broke there for a second. No idea how to reload this thing. Sure. Is it a Derringer? I gotta kill him. It was Wolf the whole time. Yep. Well, they only have so many songs to choose from, so of course they have to whip out this one. Could have used the diner music for this, though. I kill her tonight at the farm. Too dangerous to keep her. Huh. Alright, so we finally... Oh, okay. We don't have to drive anymore. Drive fast, Doc. Does your car go faster than 80 kilometers an hour? Okay. Wow, he just straight up took the deputy's gun. Well, they were all mostly involved, though. Hey, Gundam. All right, so we have our badge and our gun now. We are officially the law. Okay. More actual cinematography here. Do I have control? Okay, now I do. Okay. I guess here? Sure. So it turns out she's just been in this barn the whole time. Emma. Well, I think your wish might be granted, Hidden. I think there's a reason we're given a gun. Oh, alright. It was that easy, huh? Stop. I have an empty fist. Pew pew pew. Sure. Imagine a gun there. Alright, there's our Emma portrait. She does look like her mother. Little does Bonehead know, I know the secret strat. To win any fight in Mizzurna Falls. Oh shit. Hey. Okay. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, we just need to land one more. We just gotta land one more. There we go. Okay. Okay. Whew. Bang. Sure. Okay, so he's got a revolver with 12 bullets in it. Sure. $20? 22 bullets, okay. Sure. All right. Yep, it's a Toro. Oh man, frame rate getting spacey in here. All right, time for Time Crisis. Incredible. This is pretty fantastic. This is great. This is great. Dude, there's button prompts hidden under other button prompts. All right, got him. Nice. This segment takes so long that the music just kind of cuts out. Okay. Well, you've seen how effective the pistol's been so far, so I figured Matthew probably gave up on shooting him. Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, the rules of nature? All right, now we're getting into some Metal Gear dialogue. Word. Kojima be proud. Oh shit. Oh god. He brought a knife to a fight. Okay. He brought a knife, but he's still just kicking me in the shin. Please, please, please. Connect with the ball kick. Please. Okay. I'm not even sure if there's continues for this fight. No! Okay, good. So you can only afford to get stabbed like 3 times. Man, I bet Knife Wolf is probably in Fight Club, Old Man Fight Club, and banned in tournaments. Can't use Knife Wolf. Too strong. Get him! Get him! Get him! Fuck! Fuck! Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. I was trying to punch him. Okay. My thumb actually hurts from mashing in this. Okay. So you want to keep him just outside stabby range, if possible. I think one more stab and I'm done. Come on, 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 come on. Oh, God, okay. Whew. And you know what the best part is? we're going to see this whole sequence again for the other ending. Because I just read a little bit further here. And the part where it splits into the bad ending and the good ending is actually after this point still. So, and the latest place that I could save was half an hour ago. But I can mash through the cutscenes, so it shouldn't take half an hour to get through all that again. This is the we're on the good ending track right now for this one because I saw both critical scenes, which was the basement of the church, seeing the painting in the basement, and then going to James's house and speaking with him about the circular Mizzurna entering the soul, and that was a critical scene. Or both of those were critical to getting the good ending. Which is why I have the save in slot C is right before I did the second scene. So I can skip that second scene, and then we should get the middle of the ground ending. Later after I finish the good playthrough here. Probably. Winona. Glad you're okay. You just got stabbed like 3 times and shot a few times. But it'll be fine. He'll be okay. Just rub some dirt on it. Was it Winona? Was it a spooky ghost? What? Never made it to the hospital. What? The ritual. Because there is a full moon on the night of the 31st, which is today. Oh, it's coming. He's got a pipe, looks like. Oh, it's shotgun. Okay. Let's see. I think the quickest way to get to Big Tree was this way. would love to hurry to this tree, but I keep getting stuck on actually everything. Okay, there's a big tree. Oh yeah, she's merely unconscious. Oh shit. No. James. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that's what epic is. It's the poison from the ancient ritual. Huh. Huh. Sure. Handing wood over, yeah. The necklace? Oh. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh shit! Cohen! Emma shit. This is all autopiloting here. Clearly she's not all right. He got up quick. Oh man, that portrait. Gra, the human body is a T, Umer, born of primal instincts. This is turning into Overblood now. What? I don't. Console engineer Friday. So Goto did the regular soundtrack, and then Sugiyama did stuff like this.
Like a stream inside my dream, moment stops and songs, sound right into the heart. Oh no, here I am, standing in front of the light. Sacred trees and Holy Spirit, land me a foster true.
So this is pre-rendered. Frame rate's too good for this to be real time.
Lights fall from the sky like a stream inside my life. Moment stops and songs, sung by the
What? Uncle Nas, what are you doing? This is Wendy's. That's a good ending. It's a good ending. All right, now time to see bad ending. Bad ending 2. Okay. I'm going to assume that there's nothing after this, and this is just sits on this screen. So now it is time to load slot C. Okay, so 2854. So this took about 13 hours to go from start to finish on the bad ending. No, they showed Matthew. He was in the hospital. He was in the hospital gown. It was Matthew and Winona sitting in the hospital room together in one of those scenes. So I'm assuming he survived that if he was sitting in there. Okay, slot. Let me make sure. Slot C. Okay, so this should be before Bar Wolves 8 p.m. And oh no, this is right before I was supposed to go to James's house. Okay. Let me scroll up then. Okay. So 11:30 at James's house, which you're not going to do. So It looks like 5 p.m. next day is the next thing. Or close to 5, between 4 and 5. So 7. This should bring me to noon. And then 1:55. $2:55. $3:55. I guess I can push this to just before 5. That works. This part isn't on a super tight timer because we're just going to the hospital, and then we get that scene with Wolf outside. No. It ate my input. All right, so this is going to be largely the same until after the scenes at the farm. So we're going to see that epic gunfight again, the epic knife fight, the fight with Bonehead. All that should apparently be exactly the same. So if you want to go do something else for the next like 20 minutes and miss that incredible sequence again, then you won't be missing anything new. It'll probably be about 20 minutes until we get to actual new stuff. But why would you want to miss out on the non-stop thriller second farm sequence? Yep. Our boy Bonehead. Well, he's the one who technically murdered pretty much everybody. Okay, so I'm going to be mashing through the dialogue for this. Well, I'm assuming it's Bonehead that kills you in the really bad ending. It's either Bonehead, Wolf, or maybe it's James, but I doubt it. Alright, so this is Wolf. He like, she's not up yet. I'm losing business. Talk to the deputy. And then go outside for the cutscene. And then the next thing is after 8 p.m. Wolf saved her. Apparently there's supposed to be a scene with Creepy Doctor after talking to the deputy there. Okay. Cutscene outside. Well, I think something did glitch out when Matthew and James shot each other. It looked like Matthew's part was fine, but James, like, his model either clipped through the ground and got really far away, or it like shrunk somehow, and like something weird happened with James's model in the in that scene. So right up until the end, Mizzurna Falls continues to deliver the jank. Wait, where'd my car go? Okay, suddenly it's over here now. Sure. Somebody moved my car. That's actually... That would be good for a speed run, actually, to park the car there if that gets moved every time. That would actually be strats, because then you don't have to turn your car around. But I have a feeling it just did that because of the bonehead scene. Alright, so we gotta go back home and sleep. Do I risk sleeping for 3 hours? I probably have to get to the club right at 8. So I don't think I'll risk it. I don't want to have to do this part again. We do have time for this, though. Who's a good boy? The real star of Mizzurna Falls. Okay, 2 naps. And then the thrilling conclusion to Mizzurna Falls. Okay. Bit more supernatural. No, I think it was just the right amount. But I don't know if it's trying to emulate Twin Peaks more directly or not, though I haven't seen more than... I've only seen like the second episode of the second season, so I don't know how wild Twin Peaks ends up getting. But like, Deadly Premonition certainly got much more supernatural than this did. But no, I think that was a satisfying ending, I guess, is how I would describe the good ending. The bad ending, though, the one I already saw, not satisfying at all. We were a bad detective. Man, I'm still a little mad that I was actually pretty close to being on the path to getting the good ending. Nice. No, I have not streamed Deadly Premonition 2 yet. I have it on Switch. It is on the to-do list. I don't know. I don't think I'd stream that one anytime soon after playing through this one. So. Yep, good old David Lynch. I love that he does a little video every single day with the weather for the local weather for Los Angeles, and then like an inspirational sentence or two. I think he puts it on his Instagram or Twitter or something. Now that I'm waking up early, I can probably see those David Lynch tweets about the weather. And experience those in real time. Oh, YouTube, okay. I have to follow that channel ASAP then. Alright, so this is Mel trying to find some answers from Wolf. And then Isabella woke up at the hospital. Ah, got it. I'll be right there, but I have to go to the station first, conveniently. Let the Scooby-Doo crew go straight to the hospital. Okay. So then straight to the hospital. There's a bunch of scenes there. And then that takes us to the farm sequence. And I'm thinking back to my blind playthrough of this. I probably could have made it to this far in the game if I like started over again with what I knew how things would go. And do them all as soon as I knew they would happen. Though I doubt I would have come across... well, I don't know. Maybe I would have still come across the thing in the basement. I think the one thing that I probably wouldn't have stumbled upon would be the guy in the jacket, the diner robber, coming across him leaving the diner. But I think nearly everything else I probably would have been able to do within like an additional blind playthrough. But that's kind of the thing with this game is like, I don't know. It turns out after like seeing the walkthrough and all that, it turns out the thing that derailed my first blind playthrough happened on like day 3. But for all I could have known, it could have been something like right after the start of the game that I missed, and that puts you on the path to the bad ending. Because this is a human entertainment game. They will do that to you. So it's a little frustrating that to think that I was actually pretty close to figuring it out myself, but I ain't got that kind of time these days. This took long enough to do this with a walkthrough. All right. Bringing out all the sound effects for the end of the game. Goes in here. Yeah, that's true. Like shit, I ran into event layering even knowing what was gonna happen. Cause yeah, that's one of the things is like you never know when you're gonna get a phone call. So it kind of artificially extends the length of the playthrough because you don't go and save. But then it turns out if you want to see everything that isn't optional, you hardly have time to save. All right, so there's James saving us from Bonehead, even though it turns out James was the mastermind behind all this. Okay. Yeah, the one about the drugs, I think. No, I know I got a phone call in the morning from the doctor. Oh yeah, the boat one too, yeah, because if you went immediately to the cabin and got on the boat, then you would miss the phone call from Winona. Yeah, that's the one that would absolutely blow up a playthrough if that happened. Absolutely. Okay, so I get control again after this scene, and I gotta go into the main barn, even though he calls it a warehouse. Sure. I'm not looking forward to mashing through these fights again. Okay. And yeah, whenever I do Deadly Premonition 2, I want to play through 1 again first. And I think that's also on Switch. It's called like Deadly Premonition Origins. That might be the version I play of that. Because last time I streamed it years ago was on Xbox 360. And I also have it on PS3. And I might also have it on PC. But I'm not sure about that. But might as well play it on Switch. Yeah, I enjoyed Deadly Premonition. Like, it's one of those games that you can't expect it to not be jank. And once you kind of lower your expectations for it, it becomes incredible. All right, Bonehead. Man, that does so much damage. That one kick he does. Oh, really? One shot kills for the normal enemies? Shit, that takes like hours off the... Are you kidding me? That takes off a lot of time then, especially from the enemies that crawl out of the ceiling. Because those things are just bullet sponges. Well, shit, I'm definitely playing those versions then. Because the combat, clearly the weakest part of Deadly Premonition. Alright, Bonehead. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling the Switch version is probably based off of like PC. The PC special edition. It would be very strange if they suddenly made that the Xbox version. Well, maybe you got him on the nose. And then he shoots him with his 22 bullet revolver. All right, time for Time Crisis. Time Crisis. Looks like the button prompts are always the same. And the good parts being listening to Life is Beautiful over and over and over again. He still shoots you? Okay, so he always just... It's scripted that he gets some shots in on you. Sure. By the way, this part has rumble every time you shoot. Like, rumble is hardly ever used in the rest of the game. Except for these parts. And that also means that they could have put analog controls into this game, but they chose not to. Is also, I just now realized that. They put rumble support in, but not analog support. love that the camera goes behind the railing there. Okay. I don't know. I'm assuming it's Bonehead and Wolf that die in the sequence. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's see how many tries the knife fight takes. So Wolf technically the final boss of the game. Doing this part. I love how philosophical this whole sequence gets. And then he pulls a knife on you. Please, accept my nut kicks. Brought a knife to a thought experiment, huh? No! Okay. First try. Let's go. Whew. Okay. So kind of everything after this point is going to be new, or should be? I think it's after, or when we get to the ambulance is when it splits off from the good ending. Okay. Who's that in yellow? And why do they have like a crowbar? Eh? Yeah, so there goes the car. But that was the car being parked. That wasn't away from this area. So that must have been Winona driving his car back. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was definitely Winona bringing his car back. Okay. Because I guess we did leave it at the hospital. Is it Hudson? So Wolf shouted, "You bastard," as he died. And that was at James. Okay. Nani? Okay, and then this was Matthew standing out in front of the barn, thinking, where would it have gone? As he gets hit by all these cars. Okay, so this is also still the same as the good ending. Okay. All right, this is new. Okay, so James, he must be faking it. He must be faking it. This is a ruse. This has got to be a ruse. Okay, it's autopiloting here. Are we gonna get killed by a bear? Oh man. Okay, this is new. And he gives us the shotgun at the start? Okay. But don't we still have that pistol? All right. Interesting. Huh. Okay, and this is the same credits as the really bad ending. So there's no indication really that you maybe missed something else. Like realistically, that could be the main ending. This, like, if I didn't know that this was still a bad ending, I probably would assume this is just the ending, and it's just a little unsatisfying, like a horror movie ending. Huh. Either that, or there's like a message after the credits of like, you missed something. Because I think that was also the case for the other one. Applies to that one. Either that, or they're setting it up for a sequel. Because that's also a possibility of like, find out in Mizzurna Falls 2 who really shot him. Or buy the DLC. I guess it depends on what happens after the credits here. I kind of like this version better than the orchestrated one. Okay, do we get an additional message after the credits? Yeah, okay, so yes. There is your indication you got the bad ending. Okay. There we go. All right. So, one final piece of business here. The last piece of business is, what is the save icon for this? What would the icon be for this game? Yeah, it could be the dog. An M. It could be. I think it's the beetle. I think it's the beetle is probably what it is. I don't actually know, but I think it's the beetle. All right, let's see. What do we got? All right. Love it. All right. Oh my god. Yeah, I think that's the best possible outcome for that one. Oh man. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Mizzurna Falls. Ow, my eyes are just burning here. Shit. Got all this sweat in my eyes. Ow. Okay. Completed? Yes. Cheated? Yes, I'm gonna say cheated because I had to use the guide to get the best ending. So it is what it is. Okay, things I liked. Really unique gameplay, especially for its time. Like this has got to be one of the earliest open world 3D games like this. Super ambitious, and I think for the most part they pulled it off. There's a believable world in this game, where characters actually go about their business. I guess if we wanted to go back further in time for equivalents, like Quest for Glory, I guess comes to mind. From that series started in '89, because that had a real-time clock. Events happened on that clock. There wasn't really NPC movements though. NPCs just kind of stayed where they were, depending on the time of day. So if a shop opened at 8 in the morning and closed at 5 in the afternoon, those characters would just be there all the time. Whereas something like this, they actually had activities that they did during the day. So really ambitious for that. Constructed a believable world. Good writing. I like the writing. I like the story of this one. I thought it as like literal Twin Peaks ripoff as a lot of it is. If you're the first one to do it, then you can get away with it, I guess. So I think that I'll let him get away with this one. Let's see here. I like that they put in combat sequences in this. So another like parallel with Shenmue. Yeah, exactly. This has got nearly all of the gameplay elements and narrative style of Shenmue, like way before Shenmue. And that's super impressive that they're able to do this on PlayStation. Like, it's certainly got performance issues. It's certainly got some jank. It's certainly got a lot of just small issues. But, oh man. Old Man Fight Club. Need I say more about that one? Need I say more? Like that there were more multiple endings. Multiple endings. I like that there's multiple endings for this. Game put human in the red. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Especially if it maybe didn't sell very well either. Like, especially since they didn't bring this outside of Japan. Like, they put all this work into this, and then it was only for the Japanese market. If this was actually localized and sold in North America and Europe, Human would probably still be around. Yeah. Like, man, it's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, things I did not like. Combat devolved into button mashing. Vehicle controls were just annoying. Lots of small bugs and issues. I wish there was a bit more music. Let's see. Very difficult to actually complete the game unless you're following a walkthrough. A worse translation? Yeah, probably, but I don't know. I feel like the style of how they talked and the things that they were talking about, there's less things that can go wrong with the translation, I guess, rather than like translating a fantasy game like a Final Fantasy with stuff like Spoony Bard and talking in ye olde English. That stuff probably very difficult to localize and translate, right? But this is like, these are supposed to be American characters speaking English, you know? So probably make it a little bit easier to localize. But then again, I'm not a localizer. I'm not a translator. I don't know. It could be massively difficult. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe the original script had some differences, and maybe because of the this is just me spitballing here, but maybe because of the just huge amount of text in this and what the translators had to do to actually fit this game onto, or the translation onto the PlayStation, maybe some more liberties had to be taken with story. I don't know, because that's also a consideration with this, is that the reason this took so long to get translated into English is because they had to develop custom compression tools to make the entire script fit into the memory of this game. It's extremely impressive technical feat that they achieved for this. Let's see. So combat, vehicle controls, a lot of small bugs. Let's see. It sucks that event layering is a thing, which can cause you to miss critical story things. So we only had one event layer happen. But I could see if somebody's doing a completely blind full playthrough of just playing the game over and over and over again, they're probably going to run into a lot of those, and you would never know that you missed a phone call at some point. And God, that's just got to be the worst thing. Like, I could see somebody feasibly, like, I spent near 30 hours on this one, and at least half of that was following a guide. Like, shit, if somebody's doing this completely blind, they wouldn't know that they missed something important until like 8 hours into the game. And that's rough. That's rough, any way you put it. Like, God. But that's just how the game's made. There's Cockland. Who's a good boy? Event layering. Old Man Fight Club. Bring in 90-year-old lady some smokes. Let's see. Uncle Nas. Stuffed bears. Fine police work. Let's see. I think that's it for most of that. Oh, a revolver with 22 bullets in it. Sure. Broken gearbox in a Beetle. Sure. Okay, I think that covers it. I think that covers it. All right, D&B? No, unfortunately. Alien Hours? I think maybe James mentioned Ancient Aliens once, maybe. But I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. No on that one. Okay. Difficulty for this one. So just I'm honestly kind of at a loss on how to judge this one like this. Like, on one hand, you know what? No. I'm going to judge this off of doing this on a blind playthrough. And it can't be anything other than this. Like, if you're following a guide, then it's more like a 2. It's more like a 2. but in a blind playthrough, this is absolutely maximum difficulty based off of how many things can go wrong. I'm also, speaking of things going wrong, I am also a little surprised the game only crashed once. It straight up crashed once in this whole playthrough, and that's also kind of incredible. Based off of like the translator notes being like, you better save the game all the time because this game likes to crash a lot. It only crashed on me once. So that's, I don't know, maybe playing on original hardware it crashes less than on emulator or something, but weird that it only crashed once for me that whole time. And then a rating 1 to 5 for this one. So judging it as a game that came out in 1998, predates Shenmue, predates Omicron, predates Grand Theft Auto, just super impressive that they, yeah, I know, and like you really can't save unless you really want to get the bad ending, I guess. Judging this as a 1998 game, just extremely impressive technically what they were able to fit onto here to get this huge, well, relatively huge game world, living, breathing game world that ran. It didn't run great, but it ran, which is something. Not having super long load times, because like PS1 did not have a lot of memory space in it, so they had to keep all those 3D models that were loaded in the scene. They had to have all of those. They had to have the positions of all the characters, where they are on their schedule, along with all the inventory stuff and all the other stuff you have to keep in memory. And that just seems like a whole bunch of stuff to dump into this one. And it's kind of the scale of a game like this you really didn't start seeing until the next generation of systems, until like PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, and that era of like PC games. So just extremely technically impressive what they're able to pull off of this. The story, there probably weren't a whole lot of games that had a story like this. Like, I know when Deadly Premonition came out, people were like, oh man, this game is just practically Twin Peaks. And it's a little surprising that no other game really attempted to do that before this. And it turns out this one did. So that's also kind of novel with all that. Yeah, it feels like a modern demake, I guess, is probably a good way to describe it. And yeah, it's just really surprising that a game of this scope was able to be put together by a relatively small team and that it all works. That's really incredible. I don't think so as far as like the overall structure of this game, it takes a lot of stuff from Human's earlier games, like the Clock Tower games, where it feels like if you make one wrong move, you're just in Dead Man Walking, and then you can't beat the game. And that happened to me about halfway through my blind playthrough, and I had no way of knowing that I had no way I could actually continue the playthrough until I eventually exhausted all other options. And then it gave me the really bad ending. So I don't like that it does that. It would have been nice if there was more of an in-game hint system, I guess, because you'd think that you'd be able to like talk to the sheriff and he would mention something offhand for like, oh, maybe I should investigate this, and that'll point the player to where they should look, or talk to Winona or Uncle Nas or somebody that'll push you in the right direction. Like Shenmue did that a lot, to its credit. It not only had like some mildly cryptic hints for what to do next in the notebook, and then Ryo would actually ask characters in the game world like, I'm looking for sailors, or I'm looking for Chinese, I'm looking for Landi. it kind of feels like this game would have been a bit better if that existed in this. And yeah, so Zach says they had to scrap a lot of the notebook ideas, and yeah, that makes sense for a small team and probably crunched for time, and also probably memory issues with the PS1. They could only fit so much crap loaded at once. But I think it was to the detriment of the gameplay experience for this. So this one kind of felt like it's a game best experienced with the walkthrough, and playing it as an actual adventure game where you're trying to figure out what to do next, you're just gonna have a real bad time because you're almost guaranteed to have something derail your playthrough. And the one big one, the one getting on the rowboat to the thing and missing Winona's phone call, guarantee every single person that plays this blind, their playthrough is going to get blown up by that. And that is like near the end of the game. So that would be about 10 hours into the game if that happened. With a walkthrough is how far that is into the game. And God, that's just... I don't like that that's how they structured this one. Like, if they... I guess it also kind of lines up with they had to have the game end on the 31st because of the full moon thing, which isn't apparent until the very end of the game. So it feels like if they were going to railroad the player into finishing the game on the 31st no matter what, there should have been some more like mandatory pushes to the player for like if you happen to miss an event or something, like you'll get a phone call from Winona being like, hey, meet me at the diner, I saw one of the robbers there or something, or a call from the sheriff of like, hey, I heard something weird's going on at the forest. And it feels like they left a little bit too much up to the player to stumble across, and you have to stumble across those things in order to beat the game. And I really don't like that they did that. Because I'm thinking back to another like analog to this would be Quest for Glory 2. And in that game, it's a similar size game world, but you always had some sort of thing you could go back to if you were stuck. You could always go back to the inn, ask the person there what's going on in town, go to the Heroes Guild, ask what's going on in town, what your quest is. And it felt like all of the characters that might fill that role in Mizzurna Falls were just completely useless, like the sheriff. So, I think that was a overall detriment to the game as an adventure game, in that they leave way too much up to the player to figure out themselves. Let's see. Graphically, I think it looked just fine for a PS1 game of this era. It's unfortunate they didn't put in analog controls for the car. That certainly would have made the car parts a lot better. Not necessarily for the walking around parts, because it's tank controls and not much you can do about that. It's cool that they put in the fighting system in it, but it really just devolved down into mash buttons and hope for the best. I am glad that they put in infinite continues for those, because if those were an instant game over if you lost a fight, that would be really fucked up. So good on them for realizing that that would be a huge roadblock to everybody who played their game. The shooting QTEs were super goofy and felt kind of unnecessary. There probably could have been a better way they could handle that, rather than, hey, you got to shoot this guy 100 times with a pistol. Like, okay, sure. And I would say that overall I did enjoy the story. The good ending wrapped up things nicely. Things, for the most part, made sense. And I think it resolved itself nicely. So, for a 1998 game like this, I think it's got enough working against it in terms of its structure to not give it a super high rating here. But I did enjoy my time with Mizzurna Falls, and I would say that this is worth a play. I'd call this not essential, but if you like games like this, yeah, check it out. It's a pretty good game. All right, so there you go. Mizzurna Falls done in 8 sittings in about 29 and a half hours. The good ending walkthrough playthrough took about 13 hours, 13 and a half hours, I think, to go through the good ending. No, it was 12 and a half hours because then I did the other, the bad ending. So there we go. And you can see all of these here were, the fist fights. Yeah, it has 3 endings. The worst ending is you don't uncover anything and you just advance the clock to the 31st where you get a phone call from the sheriff that says, "Oh, we found Emma's body. She's dead. Oh no." And then that's it. Roll credits. The other bad ending is you do everything else right except you don't see the mural in the basement of the church and you don't talk to James in his house about the mural. And that's where Matthew kind of pieces things together that, hey, maybe James is involved in this. So if you don't see those, you get the ending where you do everything at the farm, you save Emma, but then Emma is taken to the forest and she's killed under the tree by James, and so is Matthew. Matthew is shot under the tree by James. And then the best ending is Matthew shoots James under the tree and saves everybody. Everybody except James for that ending. So yeah, that's how things shake out in Mizzurna Falls. Very interesting game. So there we go. That's how I feel about it. I would say give this one a play. Maybe. I don't know. If you watch this, then you probably don't need to play it for yourself. But hey, it's a good game. Good game. There we go.